Hello everybody, it's Claire here with a walkthrough of my Curio box and album and bits that are inside. This was one of my May projects for Graphic 45 and I was really pleased with how it came out. I really liked the look of the papers, they were great to work with. Lots of detail and lots to cut out, which is something that I just love doing with all the elements from the Graphic 45 papers. So let me take you through what I did. It was just a plain wooden box. I've painted it black and covered it in the Claudine Helmuth matte medium, and then all around the bottom, not the top piece, I put the diamond papers, and these ones were cut from the back of the 12 by 12 pad. The diamond size was right for the box, so I used that. Inked all the edges of everything that's gone on, and around the bottom of the box all the way round I've cut a decorative border and then cut some of the words out from the paper, crinkled them up and put those over the top, and everything is covered in the matte medium. So let me just show you that all the way round. I also added 4 little round polystyrene feet that I've painted black as well, and then cut the eyes out of the paper and stuck them on the front, but I've just raised them up. A little black knob and then a tiny cutout from the paper just to finish off the front there. On the top you can see we've got some butterflies, and the butterflies are on wires. This one, I don't know if you can see, I've covered very finely with glossy accents and then sprinkled some wow glitter over the top just to really sparkle him up, the dragonfly. And then the other two I've left plain, and they're sitting on black wires poked into a cotton reel. If you can see the cotton reel that I've painted black. And then I've added 2 tags, well, a key, it was not a tag really, that I've cut out from the paper and covered in glossy accents, and then the other one is just a tag made from the paper that I've punched a hole in and put 2 hole reinforcers on, and those just dangle down the front. And then to finish off the top, I cut one of the frames from the paper collection, stuck that down, and then cut out Remedies Cure from the words on the paper, mounted one of those with one of the Tim Holtz embellishments, and then added the cotton reel with the butterflies in on the top. So that's the, if you can see, that's the box. Inside the box, how's it going to open? There is an album, here it is, and also a Remedy Curio holder. That's made out of chipboard and covered with the papers. But I haven't found any little bottles that I want to put in there yet. I keep looking. I've got some tiny ones, I've got some big ones, but I just want to find some sort of bottles and packages that will fit nicely inside there to finish this project off. And then the top was a cut-up pencil that I covered in the paper just as a handle. And then the inside of the box is just covered with the yellow paper, again with a black border all the way around inside. And the inside of the lid, I've just cut out one of the elements and stuck that down. And then, I don't know if you can see it, but there is some Graphic 45 Staples ribbon just attached to the top and bottom of the box at the sides, and that just holds the lid up like that. So that's the box. Let me put the little carry case back in and take you through the album. Let's whiz in a little bit. This little album is 5 by 3.5, and as you can see, it's got a chipboard cover and card pages, I've covered the paper, the cover with the paper that's got the eyes on it, and then just highlighted that eye with one of the Tim Holtz embellishments. And I also kept the plastic that came with the embellishments and cut that out, so that acts as a magnifying glass and fits very nicely inside that oval. And then I cut out the Olde Curiosity Shoppe words, and I've covered those in glossy accents, so they've got a bit of a shine. And then the diamonds down here, there's 4 of them, and 2 I've covered with glossy accents and stuck a couple of butterflies over the top. And then there's a Tim Holtz fragment down here, and just the number 45 put on the top as well. The binding, I put a piece of embossed card around there, and then just to highlight the dots I've rubbed over some gold mica dust. Just dabbed my finger in it and rubbed it over just to set them off. And then on the back, again the same paper, different cutout, and I've just covered the crow and his sign with glossy accents just to shine that up as well. The album does up with a ribbon, just a little black ribbon, and then let's take you through the pages. This one, butterfly page, I've made a pocket out of one of the on the edge dies and black card. Cut the butterfly out and made his body up using cinnamon stickles, and then some turquoise glitter, so not too blingy. Inside the pocket there's a couple of photo mats, and then I've backed it with the blue paper and some of the fussy cut flowers just for decoration. And then the little photo mats take 3x2 photos all ready to slot in, and they just sit sideways in that pocket. This little page has got a little pull-out book in it that slots into the paper. It's a Tim Holtz fragment with a butterfly on the back, just attached with a black paper clip. And then this little flip-up notelet has just got room inside just for some notes. And that's the back of it. And that just folds up and fits. Just fits in there. Everything has to go sideways in this book because there's not much room above the top of it, between there and the lid. This little page, again, I've made a pocket, just a black card pocket, a couple of cutouts on here, and then a yellow butterfly, and stripy paper underneath, and then just a photo mat with, this is one of the Kaisercraft stamps, and a butterfly cut out on there, and then just plain on the back for a photo. And just slots back in there. All the pages have got little tabs on as well to help you lift them up. Next page, I've just made a belly band. I've tried to keep all the pages quite simple, simple and effective. There's some fussy cutting on here and one of my circles or semicircles with foam tape on the back just to hold the tags in, and then a tag cut from one of the Marianne creatable dies. Room for photo on the back and journaling on the front, and that one just slides in there like that. On this little page it's very simple. I've just made a pocket, and again I've used the on the edge die just to cut the edge there. There's one little journaling spot that sits inside the pocket at the bottom, and then at the top here, lift it up, the black band on the front with the wooden button on just carries on over onto the back of the pocket, and then I've just fussy cut out a flower there just to finish it off, and then there's just a black tag there for photos, just tucked away. Is it going to tuck away? It does. It doesn't want to go in there. So you can hear it click shut. Next page I kept the same colour theme going and made a pocket out of the paper. Lovely paper to fold over because it's double-sided, it makes really good pockets. And there's a journaling spot in here, come tag. I've embossed that and just inked it with black soot ink. Little butterfly at the top, put 2 hole reinforcers at the top and then just a little note space there on the back, and that just slots back in to the book like that. And then cut one of the bumblebee frames out, mounted it on black card and then backed it with black card and put a magnet in so that shuts too. And then under here there's just a room for journaling and a little tag that again slots into the paper. So quite a neat little page, that one. And then turning over, yellows and blacks on these pages. I've cut a butterfly out. Again, I've made his body up from the black diamond stickles and just put some stickles, I don't know if you can see, around the edge of the wings. Stuck it over one of the tags from the paper collection and then made 2 little photo mats to go inside there. One's got remedies on and the other one's got a bird cage, and then there's journaling spots on the back of those 2. Little tabs, those are from the Tiny Tabs and Tags die, Tim Holtz die, and they just slot in the back like that. This page I kept the same colour theme going, cut an L shape out of the paper here and then cut one of the adverts out and then trimmed off the top of it so that the butterfly and the boot stick up. 2 tags in here, and then behind it I used some of the diamond paper just as a background. So there's a note stick there with the number 9 on. That just goes in like that, and then just a little photo mat that also slots underneath. And then we go green. Cut the lady out and then trimmed off the bottom of the cutout so that her dress stuck out, and then stuck behind that a border to form the pocket. And then there's just 2 photo mats under there, quite plain, one with the bottle on. Oh no, they've both got a bottle on, 2 bottles, plain on the back. And then there are 2 butterflies on the page there, just to finish the background off. And then these just slot back underneath into the pocket. This little page here, I've just cut the bottles out, 4 of them, and made the corner of the pocket, and then cut, using the Marianne Creatables tag die, and cut out a tag from the peacock paper and then just cut a semicircle out of the top of it. That forms the pocket, and then there's just a couple of tags in there, room for journaling, and then I've just mounted a bottle behind there for some extra detail. And those slot in like that. That one's just got a butterfly on, plain on the back. This page I've cut a border section out and then trimmed around the flower for the pocket, cut the eyes out. I love these eyes, I really love them. And then just one of the words, medicinal. And then there are a couple of tags in here, just one with room for journaling on the back, I'm showing you. And then, oops, just a plain one for a photo, and there's a butterfly at the top here as well, and they just slot under there. And then, keeping the same sort of colour theme going, I've made a pocket again from one of the on the edge dies and cut out create from the word sticks and covered them with glossy accents, each one of the letters. Don't know if you can see, but it does sparkle. The butterfly I've covered with some lime stickles, just on the green spots on his wings, and then cut one of the eyes out from the paper and mounted that on black card. And then behind there's a few tags, just one, cut straight from the paper, a little black one with the bottle on and a journaling spot on the back, and then the Olde Curiosity Shoppe, and just room for a photo on the back. And then I've backed that with the butterfly paper. Slide those under there. It's a bit fiddly, this book. And then moving on, this is the last page of the book, and I'd really tried hard not to use the pigs in this book. They are my favourite, but I wanted to do something else with them and save the paper. So anyway, I couldn't resist. So what I've done is blue page. I've cut out when pigs fly here, and some fussy cutting of the flowers and vines, and then there's a butterfly on there, and I've just put black diamond stickles around the edge of his wings and his body. And then behind that I've got when pigs fly tag from the paper, just left that plain, and just one pig on his own on a black tag, and they just sit behind there like that. And then the inside cover, I've just used 2 of the border strips, top and bottom, and then offset a postcard over the top of that, added 2 butterflies, made a slit cut into the paper, and there's just a small tag that fits in there. And then behind that there's a longer tag that just slides in there like that. And that's it. That brings us to the end of the book. So I hope you've enjoyed that walkthrough, and let's put it all back together in its box. That was my Curio box, remedy case and album. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon with another project.